Bill Hader's $4.2 million mansion stood firm against the destructive wildfires that ravaged the Pacific Palisades area, leaving devastation in its wake throughout Los Angeles. As one of Hollywood's most beloved comedic actors, the 46-year-old star of Get Chapter 2 found himself in an incredibly surreal situation. His modern, architecturally striking home, purchased in 2019 for $4.2 million, remained untouched by the flames that swept through the area. While many of his neighbors lost everything to the fires, Hader's residents stood resilient amidst the catastrophe that left destruction across the city. The proximity of the fires to Hader's home was so dangerously close that it seemed almost impossible for the mansion to remain standing. Flames reached the edge of his property, threatening to consume the house, but miraculously it survived. The trees surrounding his home, which are usually lush and vibrant, also appeared untouched by the firestorm, despite the surrounding devastation. The intense heat of the wildfires destroyed nearby homes, burning down parked cars, and leaving the street littered with charred remains. Hader, who was already a well-known actor due to his roles in hit comedy shows like Saturday Night Live and Barry, was in shock as he witnessed the destructive forces of nature unfold before his eyes. Across the street from Hader's mansion, the fire's impact was severe, with neighboring homes collapsing under the extreme temperatures. The wildfires, which are not an uncommon occurrence in the Los Angeles area, seem to be growing in intensity each year due to rising temperatures and worsening drought conditions. The Pacific Palisades neighborhood, which is home to a number of high-profile celebrities, was not spared from the disaster, as several properties in the area were left in ruins. The firestorm burned through the community with alarming speed, and many residents were left homeless as their homes and belongings were consumed by the flames. In addition to affecting local residents, the fire also caused considerable damage to nearby film production houses, which are a vital part of the entertainment industry in Los Angeles. The production companies in the area, which house many well-known studios and film sets, found themselves at the mercy of the wildfires as they faced the threat of destruction. Film LA, the organization responsible for overseeing film production permits in the region, issued a statement notifying the public of the serious disruptions caused by the fires. The organization informed the public that film production personnel and resources, which are usually available to support shooting activities, may not be accessible during the ongoing state of emergency. Film LA went on to announce that the LA County Fire Department had issued a directive to revoke permits for filming in certain areas affected by the fires. The areas impacted included Altadena, La Crescenta, La Canada/Flintridge, and unincorporated Pasadena. This order meant that all filming in those areas would be halted for the time being, and permits for future productions could also be subject to revocation. The fire was clearly having a far-reaching impact, not only on local residents but also on the film industry, as filming permits were being withdrawn in the wake of the crisis. Despite these setbacks, the film industry was not as severely impacted as initially feared. According to a statement from Film LA, no major film productions had been halted as a result of the fires. Film studios and production companies that were working on major projects had already relocated their shoots outside of Los Angeles, ensuring that their productions would continue without major interruption. It seems that despite the destruction in certain neighborhoods, the industry has found ways to adapt and work around the ongoing situation, with a focus on safety and logistical adjustments. For Bill Hader, the fire served as a stark reminder of the dangers and uncertainties of living in a region prone to natural disasters. The actor, who has built a reputation not only as a talented performer but also as a writer and producer, found himself lucky to have narrowly escaped a direct confrontation with the flames. His house, which had been one of the most talked-about celebrity properties when he purchased it, had survived the ravages of fire while many others around him were left to pick up the pieces. This brush with disaster has only heightened awareness of the dangers faced by residents of fire-prone areas like Los Angeles. The Pacific Palisades neighborhood, known for its stunning views and celebrity residents, is no stranger to the threat of wildfires, but this particular blaze underscored the vulnerability of even the most luxurious properties. It serves as a reminder of the unpredictable and often uncontrollable nature of wildfires and how they can change lives in an instant. For Hader and his neighbors, the fire has been an emotional and transformative experience. As the flames burned through the community, Hader's thoughts were undoubtedly with his neighbors, many of whom faced the heartbreaking loss of their homes and personal belongings. The fires have not only wreaked havoc on the physical structures in the area but have also left lasting emotional scars on the residents who have lost their homes. For those who have managed to survive the fires with their homes intact, the aftermath is a time of reflection, rebuilding, and recovery. Communities affected by the fires are coming together to help one another, offering support and resources to those who have been displaced. In the wake of such a devastating event, neighbors are finding strength in one another, and the hope of rebuilding is slowly beginning to take shape. As for the film industry, the impact of the fires has been a reminder of how unpredictable and chaotic the entertainment business can be, especially in a city like Los Angeles, which is constantly dealing with the pressures of high-profile productions, intense media scrutiny, and natural disasters. While the wildfires have disrupted filming schedules and posed serious challenges for local film studios, the resilience of the industry has been evident in how quickly studios have adapted and relocated their shoots. Ultimately, the situation highlights the importance of community and preparedness in the face of natural disasters. Bill Hader's experience is just one example of how a major disaster can affect the lives of those living in fire-prone areas. While his home survived the flames, many others were not as fortunate, and the effects of this tragedy will be felt for years to come. As we look to the future, it's clear that the threat of wildfires in Southern California is far from over. With climate change contributing to increasingly severe weather patterns and rising temperatures, the likelihood of similar fires in the coming years is high. In response, local communities, residents, and the film industry must remain vigilant and take steps to prepare for the next wildfire season. Efforts to address the underlying causes of climate change and improve fire prevention and safety measures will be critical in ensuring that tragedies like the one witnessed in Pacific Palisades do not become a regular occurrence. While Bill Hader's mansion remains a symbol of survival amid disaster, the true measure of this event lies in the collective resilience of the community as it begins the difficult process of recovery. In times of crisis, it is the support and solidarity of those affected that will ultimately define how quickly and successfully the area can rebuild and move forward. The wildfires may have claimed homes, belongings, and even lives, but they have also brought the community together in ways that will leave a lasting impact. As Hader and his neighbors work to heal from this tragedy, the hope is that they will emerge stronger and more unified, ready to face whatever challenges the future may bring.